You want more clients, that's a given. But that also means that you need to understand the steps in the sales process and how to take someone from a brand new lead and into a converted client. And that's what we're diving into today. Hi, I'm Amy Walker and welcome to my channel. I am a client acquisition specialist, and that means that I help you find the simplest path to acquiring your ideal client. So today we are talking about the sales process. What is it? Why does it matter? How does it work? So the first thing is we have to understand that this is an essential part of being able to convert clients. People underestimate this a lot. They think I just need to meet the right person, or they think I just need more leads, and they don't think through every step of their sales process, and so they struggle. So we're going to go through each step, and as we go through, there's 7, just looking at my notes here, there's 7 different steps in the sales process. We'll go through each one. As we go through, I'm going to share with you as a bonus how your marketing can help support that step in the sales process, so that your marketing department and your sales department are working together in harmony. So if you are new to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content, which is 3 times a week. All right, so let's start off with why understanding this sales process is essential. Because people don't move from one to the next really quickly. They don't just meet you and say, let me buy your high-end offer. They go through a journey. There's an experience that they go through. And in this process, you need to be able to identify, track, and have action steps for each phase of the journey. When you don't have that, what happens is people fall through the cracks and your conversion rate overall goes down because you're losing people at different places in the process because you just don't have anything planned for that section. Where most people notice it and they know they're losing money is in the follow-up, right? Like we all hear the fortune is in the follow-up. Well, I think there's fortune in every single one of these steps of the sales process. And if you can find a gap in any of these areas and tighten up that gap, you see your overall dollars goes up. So you've got 7 different opportunities for how to increase your sales right now. And that is very exciting. All right, so let's jump in. We are going to be borrowing this process that is from Act 365. And by the way, they are a pipeline that starts out at $10 a month, okay? So if you don't currently have a way to be able to track all of your leads, see where they're at, I highly recommend that you go and check them out because $10 a month, you really cannot beat that pricing to be able to track every one of these sections. So we're going to be following along with their cycle, and I'm going to give you my strategies and my advice for each one of these sections. Okay, so step number 1 is prospecting. Prospecting is kind of a lost art these days. Everybody is running funnels and they're all focused on lead generation, getting all of the different leads in, and then, just moving enough people through the system that enough offers pop out at the other end. Prospecting is the art of identifying who you want to work with and getting their contact information and reaching out with an irresistible ask. That's prospecting. And what it will allow you to do is be able to get to a higher dollar amount without having to have so many leads. Prospecting is phenomenal for businesses who have not yet achieved consistently $20,000 a month in sales, because when you're under $20,000 a month in sales, you don't have an endless marketing budget to spend on acquiring leads. And prospecting allows you to be able to go after who your ideal client is. I have closed 6 figures in sales in a room of 5 people. I have closed in a online event of 10,000 people, only closed $18,000 in sales. So I really believe in the value of having the right people to work with. So prospecting is phase number 1. This is where you're identifying who you want to work with and you're getting them set up to be able to have a relationship moving forward. Like this is going to progress into something new. Okay, so bonus tip is how can your marketing department support this? There's great opportunity in this phase for you to be able to have a really great content piece where you get to tell your brand story and share who you are. Because when you're reaching out to somebody, they're going to want to know more about you. So you want to have a really good info piece, a brand story piece that can help them understand who you are and what you do in a short, concise way so that they understand that they should be excited that you are reaching out to them. Okay, our second piece of the sales process is going to be qualifying your leads. Whether you are doing lead generation or prospecting to fill people into that first phase, qualifying is critical. It is such a waste of time to have sales conversations with people who are not qualified. If you have a $50,000 offer that is for a mid-sized company with 29 employees, do not have conversations with people who have a $10,000 budget and no employees. It's just going to set you up for frustration. So during the qualifying section, what you need to do is you need to understand what are the different things that you're looking for. What's their demographic information? What's the size of their company? What's the annual revenues that they're doing? How much is their budget for the project? What's the time commitment that they're willing to give and that they're looking for? Everything that it takes to know if a lead is qualified, you need to have that information and be able to see, are they what you're looking for? And then move forward or don't move forward. In my system, we do this with on the sales and on the marketing side. So on the sales side, what we're doing is we have a setter script. So this is script 1, and that basically is a qualification process that allows them to be able to self-identify that they are a fit or they're not a fit. Now, bonus, your marketing department at this phase, you could create and send some information that talks about like your ideal client and use case studies of where they were when they started and where they went to. So in that case study, you can identify what were some of the needs and where they were at in their business before, or in their life before, and their, whatever that problem is that you solved, where were they before? And then you can build the case for where they were after, so that your clients who are in that phase of the journey can start looking and seeing that they identify with who that person was, and they're excited about who that person became, and they see themselves in the journey. It's a really good marketing piece to be able to put in at that place. All right, number 3 is your needs assessment. So this is where you're seeing, do they have a need that you offer, and can you actually fulfill that for them? I truly believe if they don't have a need that you fill day in and day out, you should let that go. If I have this come up sometimes where someone will say, hey, can you do this for me? And my first thought is, yeah, I can do that. My second thought is, no, like I'm not going to throw myself and my company out of our routine, out of our groove, out of what we have built and proven processes for in order to do something just because you need it. So you need to look at that from both sides of the equation. Can you provide what they need? And also, does what they need match what you already provide? So make sure that it's just a good balance on both sides. Now, in terms of marketing, I don't think that you necessarily have to have a marketing piece that supports every place here. But one of the things that we do have, which has been kind of a crossover between sales and marketing, is we have an assessment. So we've actually created a sales and marketing scorecard, which you are all welcome to go and take. It's about 60 questions. You go through each different area of your sales and marketing process, and then it gives you a score. And based on your score, then you are delivered an improvement plan that is customized depending on what your challenges are in business. And it's a really great document that has about 8 pages worth of information to help you with your business. So this was definitely a hybrid between our sales and marketing departments to be able to create this assessment, and then the deliverables, and make sure that they're branded, make sure that they, work well and make sense, and that we're delivering something that's quality to our potential clients as they're trying to see, do they have a need? Can we fill that need? And making those two departments work together. And so I'm pretty excited about it. It's new. You're welcome to go check it out. The link is down below. And let's see what your sales and marketing scorecard says about your system. Step number 4 is going to be your sales pitch or your product demo. So this is where you're actually giving that sales conversation, going over what you can do for them. In this phase, I don't bring marketing in. It's all about skill. It's all about the actual sales scripting, the training level of the person that's holding that sales appointment. And it's about connection. It's about being able to really be in depth with them and be in the moment with them and have a great listening skills. And so for me, that piece, I don't want anything else coming in that's going to be distracting. I just want a really good conversation. Okay, so phase number 5 in the sales process is going to be putting out a proposal and or overcoming objections. With a proposal, that I think your marketing department should be helping you create the proposal template. Canva actually has great templates in there that are free that you can get set up, and then you can have your team members go in and just update and change. You can also use something like Proposify to create really beautiful templates. But if you are going to be doing proposals, if that's a part of the way you do things, or if you're sending out a program guide or anything like that, I definitely think you should have your marketing department involved with the creatives so that everything looks really high caliber. In terms of overcoming objections, I really believe that is a skill, and if you will click, if you want to know more about it, I have a video that talks all about overcoming objections. In fact, I have several videos that talk about overcoming objections. It is just a skill that everybody on your sales team needs to learn. So if you want more info on that, we'll drop a card and you can go check it out. Phase number 6 is closing. This is the part that we all love. We love getting the contract in place. We love getting the signature. We love getting the first payments processed or deposits made or whatever your sales process looks like. I don't necessarily think there's anything that your marketing department needs to do in this section, but just again, make sure that your process is really smooth and that the path of purchase is enjoyable. Right? I feel like the best businesses right now are the ones who have figured out a way to make the path of purchasing more enjoyable. That's why we love Amazon. That's why we love Uber Eats. That's why we like all of these services that, just that process of purchasing was kind of a pain. They've taken out all the friction and they've made it a really enjoyable experience. So pay attention to what the purchasing process is like for your clients and make sure that it feels really good to them and that they're excited about it. Okay, so step number 7, I think is really a critical place that gets dropped a lot. A lot of times we go through and we get to the point of purchase and then we're like, woo, we got a client, and we celebrate and we're super excited. And we miss the fact that this is the ideal moment to get a referral. So in this phase 7, what we want to do is we want to do follow-up, we want to get referrals, and we want to create repeat business. This is where I think your marketing department should again come into play, and your marketing department should now be marketing to these clients about why this is such a good decision and how to best create an amazing experience working with you, and how to really fully utilize your referral program and all of the benefits that come from referring people. So in this phase, again, plug that marketing department in and make sure marketing and sales are working incredibly well together. So I love this sales process, and I want to give a big thank you to Act 365 for creating an amazing graphic so I didn't have to create one. I was actually thinking, okay, I need a graphic for this, and I knew what my phases were and what I wanted them to be, and I just thought, I wonder if somebody's already made it, and they had, and then I looked at them and they also have $10 a month pipelines. Are you kidding me? So if you don't have a way to really track this whole journey, I highly recommend go check them out, see what they're up to. All right, my friends, we are at the end of our content, and I want to say thank you for being here with me and trusting me with your business and your time. I would love for you to leave me a comment. Make sure you like this video. Please come over and join us in our private Facebook group. It's called Acquire, and it's going to give you lots of tips and strategies for how to consistently acquire your ideal client, and we hope to see you over there. And I'd love for you to get a chance to take our sales and marketing scorecard. Go ahead and click the link down below, fill out the questionnaire, and based on where you're struggling and where you're strong, we will send you a customized improvement plan that is going to detail out for you how to take your business to the next level. It's highly valuable information. I can't wait for you to have it. All right, that's it, my friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.